So hello everyone, this is Abhishek Verma and today I am going to discuss the problem construct product matrix. So in this problem we have given a matrix and we have to return one more matrix which is the product of all the element except that element, means except there is one more problem, means if you have solved a product of the array elements except self. So this is the same problem, but here we have the 2D matrix, right? So we have to return the product of all the elements except the self element, means what I'm saying. Let's discuss it with the example. So let us suppose I have 1 2 3 and 4. So let us suppose this is the matrix that is given to us. So we have to return the product of all the element except the self element, means 4 3 is 12 to the 24. So let us suppose we have the product of all the elements is 24. So we have to return the product of all the elements except this. So here we have to return 24, here we have to return 12, means just do not take this element and find the product of all the elements, and at this position don't take this element and find the product of all the elements. So it is 8 and for this it is 6, right? So we have to return this matrix, means this is the product of all the element except the self element. So the question is very simple, means maybe you can think we just find the product of all the elements. So let us suppose the and yeah, one more thing, we have to modulo it by 1 2 3 4 5. So we have to modulo it by this element. So yeah, so maybe you can think we just the first approach is we just multiply all the elements, means let us suppose here we have 4 3 12 to 24. So if the product of all the element is 24, then for each element we just divide this product by that element. I mean, let us suppose here we divide this by 1, here we divide this by 2. But there are some problems, means let us suppose the if the array elements becomes 0, means if some of the array elements are 0, then it creates some problem, because we cannot divide any number with 0. It means let us suppose here we have 0 1 2 or here we have 3, then the overall product is 0, right? And for this maybe you can divide 1 by 0. So if there are more than 1 zeros, means if there are so many zeros, then it is difficult for us to keep the track. So this is the problem, but we can also overcome this problem is by taking the consideration of all the zeros, right? Means we have to make cases. But there is one more problem, means since 1 2 3 4 5 is not a very large number, means generally you can see we take models by 1 in 9 plus 7, but here we are taking the model by 1 2 3 4 5. So if it is not a very large number, then maybe there are some multiple of this which exist in this matrix, right? So if there are multiple of this number which exist in this matrix, then when we take the modulus, then it becomes 0, right? So this is also one of the problem. So now what we can do is we can just ignore dividing it. We just try to come up with a solution in which we are just multiplying the numbers. So let us suppose we have some numbers. So let us suppose we have let us suppose a1 a2 a3. Let us suppose here we have a4 a5 a6 a7 a8 a9, right? So let us suppose this is the matrix, and let us suppose I just wanted to find the product matrix of this matrix. Okay, so let us suppose currently I'm at this index, means if I'm finding the answer for this element, right? So if anyhow we will be able to find the product of these elements, and if anyhow we will be able to find the product of these elements, then we can easily multiply these two and get our result. Means what I'm saying is okay, just wait for a minute. Yeah, what I'm saying is, let us suppose we are finding the result for this element. Then if we have pre-computed the result for these element and for these element, then we can easily multiply these two and get the result for this. For this also, if we pre-computed the multiplication for this element and for this element, then we can simply multiply these two and get our result. So this is the simple question of pre-computation, means we just pre-computed the pre-multiplication from the 0th index and from the last index, right? So in this way we will be able to find the result. So let's see the code. So yeah, so I just make two element, means pre means we are computed the result from the starting, and sub means we are pre-computed the result from the last. So in this loop we are just multiplying the element from the starting, means pre of ij is equal to product is initially 1, and after that I just multiply it by grade of ij. And in this loop we are just forming the suffix vector where we are storing the product from the last element. and in this loop we are just multiplying the pre of ij and sub of ij, because these two are the pre means the elements which are above this element, and sub means the element which are next to this element, right? And I'm just returning the answer. So yeah, this is it for the question. Thank you.